The drama is boiling over as former Warriors star Klay Thompson finds himself at the center of a massive public scandal. Megan Thee Stallion has officially called it quits with the NBA champion, taking to social media to drop a bombshell accusation of infidelity and mood swings that has fans absolutely reeling. We are digging into the full story of this split and what it means for Klay as he deals with the fallout from such a high-profile breakup.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Turning back the clock on the history of the Golden State Warriors, we are looking at the unique legacy of the franchise and the NBA draft. You might be surprised to learn which players were selected out of Centenary College to join the ranks of the Dubs over the years. We are breaking down the stats and the draft history of every single player who represented the school and hope to make their mark in Golden State. The uncertainty in the Bay Area is reaching a fever pitch with the latest updates on Jimmy Butler and his future with the Golden State Warriors. With Steve Kerr's coaching role suddenly in question and Butler still working his way back from a torn ACL, the front office is facing some massive decisions. We are examining new reports on whether the team's firm commitment to Butler back in February still holds weight as the offseason approaches. Finally, get ready to tune in because the Golden State Valkyries are officially taking over the airwaves for their 2026 season. We have the full details on the massive television and radio broadcast schedule featuring CBS, Bay Area, and Odyssey, plus the star-studded lineup of on-air talent ready to call the action. Check out the full breakdown of how to catch every game and hit that subscribe button with the notification bell turned on so you never miss a single update. Ever thought you knew someone, only to realize the person you were playing house with was just putting on a performance? Well, the NBA world is in shock today because Klay Thompson, the four-time champ who usually stays out of the drama, is officially in the hot seat. And this time, he isn't being accused of missing a three-pointer. He's being accused of breaking hearts. Musician Megan Thee Stallion just dropped a bombshell on Instagram, publicly accusing the Mavericks star of infidelity. And honestly, she didn't just call him out. She aired the whole thing out. She spoke about his horrible mood swings and the irony of him suddenly getting cold feet about being monogamous after spending months acting like he was part of her family. Think about the optics here. Just last November, Klay's father, Mitchell Thompson, was publicly praising Megan's cooking at Thanksgiving, and we even saw Klay and his mother front and center supporting her on Broadway. It felt like a lock. But as Megan told Page 6, she's officially pulling the plug. She made it crystal clear. Trust, fidelity, and respect aren't up for negotiation. It's a bold move, but in a world of social media subtweets, she's keeping it strictly professional and setting her boundaries. Now, here is the kicker. This isn't the first time Klay's name has popped up in headlines for the wrong reasons. From Hannah stalking back in 2014 to his high-profile relationships with Laura Harrier and Coco Jones, the pattern of accusations is starting to feel like a recurring theme for the former Warriors star. As of right now, Klay is staying silent, letting the noise swirl around him while he focuses on the court. But you have to wonder, is this just another celebrity breakup? Or is this a wake-up call for an athlete who's been living life in the fast lane? What do you think? Is this a genuine case of a relationship hitting a wall, or is there a deeper pattern we're finally seeing exposed? Let me know your take in the comments below. If you want to stay in the loop on all the latest off-court drama, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Because in the game of life, sometimes the most important shots are the ones you choose not to take. Ever wonder how the Warriors actually built their dynasty? While we love to talk about big money free agency, the real secret sauce has always been the NBA draft. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on some of the lesser-known connections in franchise history by looking at the players drafted out of Centenary College. It's a fascinating, if sometimes fleeting, slice of Warriors lore. First up, let's go all the way back to 1953. The Warriors took a flyer on a prospect in the 10th round, 87th overall. Unfortunately, this was one of those classic draft rolls that didn't pan out, as the player never actually suited up for the team. Fast forward to 1966, and history repeated itself. The Warriors used a fifth-round pick on another Centenary star, but once again, the transition to the NBA just wasn't in the cards. However, it wasn't all misses. The standout name here is undoubtedly Robert Parrish. Selected 8th overall in the 1976 draft, Parrish wasn't just a draft pick. He was a legitimate core piece, spending 4 productive seasons in Golden State before eventually carving out a Hall of Fame career. He remains the gold standard for Centenary alumni in the pros. Closing out our list, we have a 1979 fifth-round pick who, like our early entries, never quite found his footing on the Warriors roster. It's a stark reminder that for every legendary draft pick, there are countless others who dream of the court but never make the final cut. Even the most successful franchises have these hidden, quiet chapters in their record books. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of the Dubs, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. After all, you can't truly appreciate the glory of the championship rings without understanding the long, unpredictable road it takes to draft a star. Is the Golden State Warriors dynasty finally hitting a brick wall, or is this just the calm before a massive storm? For over a decade, the narrative in the Bay Area has been one of stability. Even when the coaching staff shifted, the core stayed the course. But now, with Steve Kerr's future as head coach suddenly looking murky, the team is staring down a level of uncertainty that feels almost alien to Steph Curry and the rest of the squad. While the front office scrambles to figure out the futures of guys like Kristaps Porzingis and D'Anthony Melton, one name has been hovering in the background like a question mark: Jimmy Butler. If you've been following the injury report, you know Butler is currently sidelined with a torn ACL, meaning he won't be back on the floor for months. Because of that rehab, he's been largely out of the spotlight, until now. Warriors insider Nick Friedel recently dropped a bombshell that has to be making Butler sweat. The reality is, everyone assumed this team had one more stable year to make a run before these massive questions arose. Now, thanks to the noise surrounding Kerr, the landscape of the entire organization has shifted overnight. You have to wonder, is Butler sitting there thinking, what on earth did I sign up for? It's a strange juxtaposition, though. Even with all this chaos, we've seen snapshots of Butler looking completely at home in the locker room, genuinely comfortable in a way we never saw during his turbulent stints in Miami or Minnesota. He finally found his niche, but that comfort is being tested by the volatility of the front office. Perhaps the most fascinating revelation comes from Jake Fisher, who confirmed that back in February, even after Butler's season-ending injury. The Warriors' front office refused to even discuss trading him, despite rumors that they were dangling him in potential deals for someone like Giannis. That's a massive show of faith. It proves they truly believe in his fit, even if the timing is now complicated by his $57 million player option looming over the next year. As Butler focuses on his rehab, he's got a massive decision to make. Does he commit long-term to a project that feels like it's in transition, or does he test the waters elsewhere? What do you think? Should Butler stick it out with the Warriors, or is it time for him to find a more stable environment? Drop your take in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of this off-season drama. At the end of the day, in the NBA, loyalty is great, but uncertainty is the only constant. The Golden State Valkyries are officially taking over the Bay Area airwaves, and they are doing it in style. If you have been waiting to see how you can catch every bucket, steal, and buzzer beater this 2026 season, the wait is finally over. The Valkyries just dropped a massive broadcasting bombshell, announcing that 26 of their games will be available on local television through CBS Bay Area and its affiliate channels across the Bay and Sacramento, thanks to their partnership with Kaiser Permanente. It is a bold statement of intent for a team looking to build a massive, dedicated fan base right from the jump. But it is not just about the visuals. The team is making sure you can take the action anywhere. Every single game of the season will be streaming live on the Odyssey app. Plus, for those of you who love the classic radio experience, select games are hitting 95.7 the game. Bringing back Kevin Dana for the radio play-by-play is a stroke of genius. With his deep roots in Bay Area sports, from the Santa Cruz Warriors to his extensive work with Stanford and Pac-12 networks. His voice is synonymous with high-level basketball in this region. He brings a level of comfort and expertise that fans are going to lean into immediately. The talent lineup is stacked, too. Jordan Kent is stepping into the lead play-by-play role for television, while fan favorite Morgan Ragan returns for her second season as color analyst, providing that sharp, tactical insight we have all come to love. And with Kareth Burke holding it down in the studio alongside analyst Zena Keita, plus Matt Lively working the sidelines, this broadcast team is undeniably ready for primetime. It is professional, it is polished, and it signals that the Valkyries are here to play at the highest level. So, what are you waiting for? Head over to Valkyries.com to grab your tickets and check out the full schedule. Whether you are in the stands or tuned in from your living room, the 2026 season is shaping up to be a historic ride. Are you ready to witness the start of a dynasty? Drop a comment below and let me know which game you are most excited to catch. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all things Valkyries.